So this is MOZA's new sequential shifter, and I have been waiting, it feels like forever, for them to finally release this. This guy is full metal, comes in at $129, comes with a bunch of customizable features like height adjustment. You can also change the stiffness of the shifting. MOZA also says the knob is interchangeable, so I think they made the screw universal, so that is awesome. It also comes with 2 buttons and a trigger to be able to map to whatever you want. But enough of that, let's get to the unboxing. So it looks like this is the main base here. Let's see, there she is. So off the bat, this thing looks amazing. I'll set that there. Let's get the handle out and on. Okay, let's put this guy on real quick. I was hoping this thing would look and feel kind of close to MOZA's handbrake that they have made. I mean, it's exactly what I was kind of hoping this thing would feel like with the shifts. Not too much or any wiggle at all. So this thing is supposed to be all metal, and it definitely feels like it. It's very, very customizable. You've got these 2 switches here that you can map to whatever you'd like. I've seen people, map these to the handbrake if they don't have one. And this trigger here, I think you can map it to anything as well, but it's kind of meant to be mapped to either, put you in neutral or quickly put you in reverse. But these buttons light up as well, and you can customize that. We'll go through that when I put this thing on my rig and open up Pit House. You can also customize the height of the shifter here with these 2 nuts. You can bring it up, bring it down. You can also tighten how stiff or loose you want the shifter with these Allen screws right here. They're on both sides as well. You've got your USB input, so you can take that straight to USB to your PC. And then you've also got this transit cable here, which I believe you can connect that to your MOZA hub. But real quick, let's compare this with my other few sequential shifters here. I've got my A-Log shifter here. A-Log's honestly been my favorite. I've been using it for around a year. The quality, just the coolness of it, you can look through it, and just the way that it feels, very mechanical. If you want to extend the height of this thing, you've got to buy a separate rod for this. There's no real tightening you can do on here to make your shift more tight or loose. So already this guy's kind of winning over him. And then we've got my simple Amazon $100 sequential shifter here, which is honestly not bad for the money. It feels, the click is good quality. It's not like super loose. Again, no rod adjustment, no tightening of how tight the shifting is. This looks cooler than any of those. The customization of this with literally from buttons here to the tightening of how tight you want the shifting. The height is it's amazing, and it's so far, it's everything that I hoped this thing would have been. So let's get on Pit House and get this thing ready to go. All right, we've got the shifter installed right next to my handbrake right here. You can also see I've extended it to its fullest length here. One thing I've learned now with it at its highest length, you've got a bit more leverage, so the stiffness is not, it's not as stiff as it was when it was all the way down when we first got it open. Also, something I've noticed, if you tighten it too much on the sides here, when it gets too stiff, it gets stuck, right? So you'll press it forward and it'll stay there. So you can't have it too tight. So you just kind of got to find the sweet spot in there. But I've got it at the right spot. It still feels great. A little bit of wiggle this way, not too much that way, more this way, but still feels great. Also having it so high, I'm not as close to the trigger here. I kind of wish that it would have maybe, I don't know, been kind of up here with the handle, so no matter if you had it too high or too low, it was still easy access, but I'm sure that won't be I'm sure I'll adjust to that. But I've got it all plugged in now, and I can see the lights are on these 2 mappable buttons here. So let's hop in MOZA's Pit House and see what kind of customization we can do in here. Okay, so we're in Pit House now. So there's not really too much to this. You can see when I pull the lever back this way, 14 and 13 will light up. So I'll pull it back. There he goes. Okay, upshift, downshift, you'll see 13. I pull the trigger, 15. All right, 11 and 12. You can see that. Like I said, not much to it. The only real customizable options here are the button 1 and button 2 lights, and how bright this is. And then you can also reverse the shift direction. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you have that option there. So yep, as you can see, as I change these colors here, the colors on these buttons are also changing. I'm gonna keep mine at red just because my logo and all that is red. Also, you've got your brightness control here. I'm gonna keep that all the way bright as well. Like I said, this is a very simple setup here, nothing too crazy that you can customize. I feel like most of the customizable bits about this shifter are on the shifter itself. So now let's open up Dirt Rally and really get into how this thing works in a game, how it works with my setup and my flow. But I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Okay, so I actually had to set this shifter up in Dirt Rally, mapping the upshift and downshift in this trigger. I've set to reverse, and I've set the bottom button to my windshield wipers, and then the top button to just menu and start. All right, let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, go. 30, short 4 left. Keep right to 4 right long, tightens over crest, 4 to 3 right over crest, 60, don't cut 3 left, 70, early 4 right over crest, cut lane, keep right over 50.
All right, first impressions of the shifter. I'm definitely missing the stiffness like it was when I had it all the way down. Obviously, you know, I've got it in max height, so I'm gonna lose some of that leverage. But if I had a rig attachment that could bring the base of this up and then I can shorten that, I'm sure the stiffness would be a little bit more stiff. Let's do a few more tries of this, and we'll kind of gather up some more information about it and see how it flows some more.
Short 4 left, keep right to 4 right long, slow in 80 downhill, 2 right don't cut neat. Caution 1 left, very long, tightens, and keep left into unseen 1 right, into 6 left, very long, tighten short 3, into caution, 2 right over crest, tightens, and 2 left don't cut.
Okay, so I'm loving the grip here. The grip feels good, swapping from that to when I need the handbrake and coming back. I'm not too worried about the looseness. Honestly, it like still feels very mechanical. And even though it's just missing that, you know, the slight stiffness like it was at the bottom, it still feels great. It sounds great. I'm loving the mechanical sound that it's making. All right, so I was able to get the windshield wipers to work. I had to unmap a few things that also had him mapped to the windshield wipers. But yep, I just pressed the second button down here. There it goes. That is one time. Hit it again. One more time. Goes faster. I couldn't get the reverse. I'm not sure if I need to unmap other things. I tried to find what needs to be unmapped for this guy to work. I don't know if I need to like press it twice. Do I press it twice? Nope. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. I feel like that's a pretty important thing to be able to kind of simply work, and it's not. So that's unfortunate. I will keep trying though, and hopefully update somewhere on social media how I find out how it's working, and maybe that'll come with an update to make it a bit easier to get that to be able to work. I'll message MOZA, find out kind of what the deal is. I think the shifter's great. It fits well into the MOZA ecosystem, you know, with their customizable bits in the pit house. Unfortunate that the trigger's not working, but I think it's all gonna, you know, they're releasing so many products, and again, pit house, you know, there's updates through the air, you know, to fix these kind of little problems like that. So I'm sure that'll be fixed in the future. There's some things that I wish it had that the A-Log shifter had, but this has some things that the A-Log shifter doesn't have. So I'm a big fan of the height adjustment, the tightness adjustment. Again, I feel like if I kept the height all the way down, the tightness would be, you know, a bit more noticeable. So final thoughts on the shifter. For it being at the price point of $129, I really feel like you're getting a lot with the amount of customizable aspects this has, with the height, with the stiffness adjustment, with the buttons, the reverse trigger you have or neutral trigger you have. It comes with a lot, and it comes with more than the A-Log shifter that's $180. So I really feel like this is even a starter sequential shifter someone could get. I'm gonna keep this shifter on my rig for a little while, test it out some more, then kind of go back and forth versus this in my A-Log shifter. I love that shifter. So for me, it really comes down to the feel of this versus my analog shifter. But so far, all the features this comes with is kind of already beating the analog shifter for me. But let me know if you have any questions about this shifter. Let me know if I missed anything. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.